It's a small winery.
Yeah.
Everything here is small. I'm sorry, my husband had to work this morning, and he is preparing for to bottle, not Prosecco, but we are also producing a small quantity of Colli di Conegliano white. That is a blend with Incrocio Manzoni Bianco, now it's the correct name, and Pinot Bianco, and a little bit of Riesling. It's a DOCG that is called Colli di Conegliano that we produce inside the same area than Valdobbiadene DOCG. We have some vineyards close to Conegliano in San Pietro di Feletto.
So this is where you make all of your wine?
Yes.
And you're bottling as well, so...
This is the plant bottling.
Labeling.
Labeling, the capsule and the label. So we use the bottle, and then we have to wait to put the label as the bottle become wet for a few days after bottling. So we divide in two steps. One press machine. We have two, but we cannot keep both here, and we have not so much space. So.
And again, you produce 300,000 bottles
Yes.
a year. And 30,000 are DOC or 20,000 are DOC?
20,000 only DOC. It's really a small part of production for us. And we will still have must of Prosecco production 16. So I will take a glass and give you a tasting, okay?
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
Tire da qua?
No.
Okay. So you see the temperature? It's minus 1.1.
Wow.
You okay? And
Sì, sì, sì.
okay. Maybe they are doing a treatment here, so it's better to go inside.
Okay.
It's only sulfite and copper, but maybe the nose can smell something different. It's really cold now for testing, but there is no alcohol inside. It's unfermented, so it's still too
very
sweet.
Yeah.
Too sweet. All the sugar are still not fermented, and of course inside must there is a lot of autochthon yeasts. So only increasing the temperature, the fermentation starts alone without adding some other yeast, selected yeast, or some other kind of sugar.
That's very nice, yeah. Very good. Very, very sweet.
But the flavor, maybe now it's too cold to smell the flavor, but this is the real varietal flavor that is fruity. Someone can say peach, apple here are considered typical flavor. The other DOCG without sulfite, so it's still in the tank, and we will bottle it maybe next week. It's still He just filtered the wine only now. It wasn't filtered until 2 days ago. Okay, so he needs oxygen, he said me. But it's a good opportunity to taste maybe. Excuse me.
How are you? So does your husband do the wine making, looks after the wine?
He's following everything.
Okay.
So the vineyards when it's possible, but the worker that you said before, it's the main one for us. So he is following the vineyards mainly, and my husband is working in the winery. But when it's possible, he used to come to work also in the vineyards. 20, uno? No, yeah. Until now, it's only an experiment. So we didn't know what we will realize with this experiment, but we believe that it's important to try to produce wine without sulfite.
So this is without sulfite?
So we never add the sulfite after the pressing. And we never moved from another tank, so it's always been here. He only filtered it 2 days ago as we are preparing it to put it in the bottle.
And this is all DOCG?
DOCG Valdobbiadene with this one. It's only 25 hectoliter. So maybe we will produce 3,000 bottles.
It's totally different, isn't it? Totally different taste.
Maybe at the beginning he needs oxygen to become clean. And it's a very safe wine. This is at minus 4.7 we keep it around for 10 days at minus 3-4 days for the stabilization.
Questo ne ha 0 del extra.
This one become brut. It's not allowed to produce extra brut until now, but this is really with few grams of residual sugar. It could be extra brut, but we have to call it brut only.
So how many bottles does this tank hold?
This tank it's 13.500 bottle. It's 100 hectoliter that divided for the regular bottle that are
So 13,000.
Yes,
13,000.
13,500 bottles. We are producing mainly brut than extra dry. For example, in UK we are exporting
Mainly brut. It's
Yes.
more popular. And
Yes.
Harvey Nichols one is brut.
The brut. The own label is brut. The only country where we are exporting extra dry mainly is US.
US, they prefer it.
In US they prefer a little bit more high residual sugar. But in Italy too, in the past Prosecco was mainly extra dry. But now also in Italy it's increasing. Customers are asking for more dry wine.
More dry wines.
Yes. This is how we are doing the harvest, for example. Cases, and then we have a truck. We arrive in the winery with the cases, and we put directly the whole grapes in the press machine. This is the family. Only a woman, my mother, my sister with the short hair, all my niece, and this is Elisa. This is the Valdobbiadene area, you know. Now we are in Colbertaldo. Here we have different vineyards in different places. So some vineyards in Colbertaldo, some other in Farò and Rolle, some in Rua di Feletto, and now some also in Col San Martino. So different places, but inside Valdobbiadene area production. This is also leaving for London. Close to London, maybe. The final customer is nothing but the grape. And the name of the importer is Indigo.
It's a good order.
Sorry?
It's a good order.
Yes. We are producing also Colli di Conegliano DOCG Rosso, red. So, Colli di Conegliano DOCG denomination is composed from a white still wine and a red. So the white is the one that we will bottle tomorrow, and there is a blend with the Manzoni Bianco and Pinot. And the red, it's a blend like Bordeaux blend. So it's Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and a little bit of Marzolino, that is the autochthon grape grown mainly in Fornontolo area.
Smells nice.
When we bought some new vineyards in 93, 94, my husband said, I would like to produce something different than Prosecco.
And we've got some Jeroboams.
This is Jeroboams and Matusalem. 6 and 3 liter. Of course, we are keeping a part of production without label, as for some, depending from who is ordering, we have to put some back label for US, for some countries. This is the Particella 68, different wire. And those are the regular cases that we use for domestic market and for Europe also. So 6 bottles in horizontal. This is the only DOC production that we have.
That's the 20,000 bottles.
Yes, only
Yeah.
really small production. Exporting around 60% of our production.
Okay, and the biggest country that buys is UK?
UK in Europe and US in the rest of the world. This is a small tasting room. Okay, no problem. Oh, some empty bottle that we drank and we keep in our mind as they was good. So. So he removes the yeast inside. To have a clean fermentation, it's very important to oxidize, to oxygen, I don't know, the yeast at the beginning of fermentation.
So he's taking it out and putting it in?
And
Back
put
in.
back in again. For 10 minuti, for 10, 15 minutes. So this is, we have to declare the fermentation. So this is wine that will become Prosecco DOCG Spumante under the hectoliter. So this is what's inside.